So as we saw, I've got one model done, completely done, and that was my goal for the week actually, was just to get the test model complete, mainly just due to the fact that I knew that with my time in Georgia for a day, plus all the packing that I have to do, I have to be kind of really focused on what's going on. So this next week, my plan is to get all of the blacks and the metals squared away on the rest of the models. We'll see how that fares. Return of the Oz! Woo! What's up, everybody? Yeah, so last time on the Throne of Angels video blog, as we saw, I had made a, I don't want to call it a promise, but basically I had said, I'm going to paint and do some work while I am trying to find a house, and man, did that not work out. Basically that project got stuck in this foam tray right here, and they never left. So I ended up in that kind of hasty move. The wife and I crashed in my kid's place for like 6 or 7 weeks. Essentially, the two of us shared a 12 by 12 spare bedroom. My wife, myself, and all of her clothes, and a pair of my shoes. That's about all that would fit in there. And essentially, I figured I could try to find a place to paint, a place to go be kind of, you know, relaxed and calm. It just didn't happen. So 2 months went by and nothing. And then we moved into this new house, and well, it's finally kind of set up, and it's been a couple of months since we moved in here. So I just have not had the energy, quite honestly, to jump back and start producing content. But, well, Return of Oz. Like I said, I'm ready to start getting back to some content. I am back in the town that I left 2 years ago, Cumming, Georgia. Yep, throw your jokes. I know they're on the way. But that means there's a number of people here that I will be playing games with. One of the primaries will actually start making some appearances on the channel, because he's going to be doing battle reports with me. He has committed, and we are going to film some battle reports. And I have a style in mind that I want to set up, and we're probably looking at another few weeks before we actually get that rolling. But Rob has talked me into playing in a slow grow league up at the local store. Well, as local as it's going to get, I guess. For me, it's about 20 minutes from here. Bricks and Boards, owned by another friend of mine, Mr. Jonathan Donovan. Great little store, especially if you're looking for some Legos. They've got a ton of really cool stuff there. Might throw a link in the description below. You never know. But they're running a slow grow league, and waffled back and forth on 3 or 4 different choices. Asked a bunch of my hobby pals and Rob and some of the other guys, and settled on Beasts of Chaos, cow heavy. So we are doing a bunch of cows and some dragon ogres and some monsters, and that's it. No beastmen at all. No ungers, no gores, no centigores, nothing. It's just cows and dragon ogres and monsters, and I think that's it. Yep, that sounds about right. But it'll be a good time, and it'll be completely 3D printed. I am not putting a single Games Workshop model in this army, so it will not be tournament legal. It'll just be Friendly Guy legal. And since this is a Friendly Guy league, I can get away with it. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff on the table in front of me, and obviously things have changed, right? I don't have my bookshelf and everything behind me. My hobby desk is now going to be my backdrop, because I've had to condense my office and my hobby room into one little room. And I do have a library in this house, but yeah, it's odd. Now, before y'all get excited, this will change in about a year, because we're just renting a place for a year while we build a house. And so it'll be something completely different a year from now. Anyways, on to what's on the table. Rob also dug me a hole and got me involved in Conquest. And so I'll be producing content for Conquest and doing battle reports and story kind of stuff for Conquest. My buddy John, the Platypus Scotsman, you guys may follow his YouTube channel, you may not. What's up, John? And the rest of the Geek Garage crew are doing a Primaris Conversion Challenge. Starts on the 1st of October. And that's what this is. It's a squad of 10 men, and of course, me being me, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. 10 guys, simple and easy turned into an entire freaking army in a concept. And as Scott said, are you ever going to finish a project? I said, well, I do finish a project. He's like, picture, it didn't happen. Well, generally when I finish a project, I end up selling before I take pictures of them. So I fail on that side too. But I will make sure that this gets ample coverage. On the Necromunda side of things, right, my Necromunda project for the Enforcers, am I going to finish that one? God, I'll be honest with you, I just don't know at the moment because I don't want to play Necromunda anymore. I've got Conquest, I've got Age of Sigmar. No, I'm not playing 40k, I'm just building an army for it because I like to build armies for 40k, but I can't stand the game. However, I've got God Tier, right, which is a board game by Steamforged Games. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. I'm probably going to do a little bit board game focus on God Tier. I'll do some storyline stuff maybe and see if I can't throw in a battle report or two in the vein of maybe a narration type battle report. We'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. But yeah, AOS for sure, Conquest, and God Tier as far as board games go. But for the most part, I'm just going to focus on a couple of fantasy games. Obviously, Merc's on the other side of things, and on the table. Well, basically, I've got a bunch of Minotaurs right here, and just supplies. The rest of it is just supplies. You can see the Masters of the Universe box over here. Pick that up at Gigabytes. For those of you who don't know David Finn, Gigabytes Cafe in Marietta. It's a fantastic store here in Georgia. They have an outstanding online store, and you can pretty much get anything that you want from there because he stocks a ton of stuff. But that's totally irrelevant. Now, I don't have a sci-fi game on lock. I don't have a post-apocalyptic game on lock. Basically, I've just got AOS and Conquest on lock, and if we play anything else, we'll throw in some other coverage. But we will cover this project, and it does have a very specific storyline behind it. I've actually created a narrative and done all this stupid work in my head and put some stuff on paper, and it is essentially going to be an advanced force. I'm not going to give you any details, but it's going to be infiltrators, reavers, and assault intercessors backed up by the heavy intercessors, the aggressors, and then just a single dreadnought. So it'll be interesting to say the least, but it'll be a lot of fun because I have a huge narrative kind of build behind it, and it does involve one of the more popular chapters of Space Marines in the 40k universe. So I don't have anything to show you guys up close and personal right now, as I have not done any work. And no, this video is not brought to you by Liquid Death. It just happens to be what I'm drinking right now. The Berry It Alive flavor is pretty decent. Haven't tried the lime, but it's in the fridge. I'll let you guys know next time what I feel about that. But as an aside, right, I've got a Blades of Corn army that I want to build. I've got a Skaven army that I want to build. I've got a whole bunch of AOS stuff that I want to do. And as Scott says, dude, finish the project. Well, it's in the plans. Definitely the Beastmen, because it's a slow grow league, and there's kind of a commitment that I made there. 250 point increments every couple of weeks should be easy for me to get done. So the next video, we're actually going to take a look at that army build, and what we are doing in regards to units and models, right? So a lot of stuff that I'm using is like all my cows are various, right? And they're not just actually cows. I've got one unit of Minotaurs, one unit of Werebears, and one unit of Were-Tigers as my Bulgors. And then my Dragon Ogres are all going to be essentially Tiger Centaurs from one-page rules. And then I've got a couple of big boys. Probably going to go with a Cygor. Have not finalized the last like 250 or 500 points. I think I've got close to 17 or 1850. Just not sure what I want to do with the last, like I said, couple two to 400 points or so. But for the most part, it's all going to be again 3D printed. So the name of the list is Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Oh, Minotaur. Funny guy. But anyways, yeah, short episode. I probably won't even actually do any editing on this one. I'll just upload it how it is. So, well, like I said, Return of the Oz, I am back. This is not sponsored by Liquid Death, so I don't have to post up any thing in regards to somebody gave me something. I've just happened to be drinking it because I enjoy it. Try it out, it's not bad. With that, as always, thank you for joining me, and we will catch you guys, hopefully, no, not hopefully, I'm actually going to commit to this. We'll catch you guys in 2. Thanks. Oh, Return of the Oz in 3, 2, 1. You're good to go. Welcome back to me.